Well, as we said, the local market closing in the red this afternoon. Miners took a beating as well as resources and those commodity prices falling today. But the rand, as we said, extended its gains. Chantal Marx is the head of investment research and content at FNB Wealth and Investments. She's been watching the markets today. Chantal, thanks for your time. Not a great day with stocks. Was the JSE following global markets today, or was there something peculiar about what's been happening locally?
Yeah, no, the JSE really wasn't following global stocks. We actually had a pretty strong showing from the Asian markets this morning. What must be said, though, is that when you looked at Australian markets this morning, you saw already that resources stocks were under pressure. And notably, BHP Billiton, which makes, or BHP Group as it's now called, which makes up a huge part of the all-share index, was down over 8% today. Most of that down movement can be explained, though, by the fact that it is now trading without the big chunky dividend that they declared a few weeks ago. So if you are buying BHP now, you will not receive the 29 Rand dividend that they declared. And if you look at the share price, it was down 39 Rand. So still down, but a big chunk of it can absolutely be explained by that dividend. The rest, I think, a function of lower platinum prices as well as some pressure on the Rand gold price due to the fact that the Rand was a little bit stronger.
You speak of the local currency there. I mean, it's a bit of a turnaround compared to what we've been seeing with the local currency over the last few weeks. So far, it's had an impressive week. Granted that it's purely based on what's been happening with the weak dollar, but just a good scene to see that the Rand is strengthening quite greatly against the US currency.
Yes, and it's again today the strongest performing currency among the majors globally. What tends to happen with the Rand is that when the dollar weakens out and sentiment towards emerging markets improve, the Rand tends to strengthen in excess of the rest of the emerging market currency basket. And that's just because it's an extremely liquid currency. It's very easy to trade. So if traders want to express a view on emerging markets overall, they tend to buy and sell the Rand.
All right, so nothing happening very much with results locally today compared to the rest of the week, but cash build doing exceptional for the year. And of course, as people renovate their homes, spending more time at home from the office under lockdown restrictions. But come July, outside that reporting period, cash build really telling us that they really were affected with this looting that hit their stores. I think about 38 of them in July.
Yes, so they had 36 stores damaged and looted in July during the civil unrest, and some of those stores actually were completely destroyed. So it'll take some time for them to rebuild those stores. Most of the stores, though, have been restocked and are trading again. But still, I mean, if you are not going to be trading for an entire week over a 6-week period, it is very natural that sales will come under pressure. Particularly if you think back to last year, July, when we just exited hard lockdown. And I do think that at that point, there was a lot of pent-up demand for cash build services as well. So I think we'll get a more normalized sense of what we can expect this year once we get their first quarter results, or the next quarterly set of results, which is great. They publish it. Not all companies actually publish sales figures on a quarterly basis, but that will relate to the period July, August, and September, and then we'll have a better idea of what we can expect going forward.
All right, we'll leave it there. Chantal Marx, Head of Investment Research and Content at FNB.